Hello everybody and welcome. Now, the first real cheese of Destiny 2 has arrived, and remarkably it's concerning the final boss of the Leviathan Raid, and it makes beating Callus a walk in the park. Almost. Now in this video I'm going to discuss a few ways to maximise the cheese method if you can't beat it in one rotation in the DPS mode on Callus. So basically, the cheese involves all members dying and one person is to leave just as the wipe counter gets to 0. On respawning in, all the enemy doors are open and no adds spawn for the entirety of the encounter in the throne room. Now, the scions will still spawn in the void, but the standard methods of running that section will still apply with either 3 or 4 people, and generally it's not too difficult to complete that part. Now, this cheese has also caused Bungie to delay the release of the prestige mode of the raid until next Tuesday, the 18th of October, so they can implement a fix to this known issue. I guess it's been a bit more game breaking than we first thought. Now, this cheese method is all well and good, especially if you have mastered the optimum strategy to one-plate Callus, then these issues are not going to be a problem. But for the everyday player who hasn't got the means to rinse and repeat to perfect the methods, then this cheese can be a little bit tricky if you let it drag on a little bit too long. If you don't beat it in one rotation, then this becomes a hard cheese, and the reason why? The lack of ammo. No adds means no ammo drops, and as Callus is a massive DPS enemy, you're going to need plenty of ammo. Now, there are a few ways to circumnavigate this, and I'm going to discuss these few tips to help you maximise your chances to get through this cheese successfully and beat Callus and get some of that sweet raid loot. My first tip, and probably the most important tip out of all of these, is to kill the scions that spawn under plates just before you enter the void room. These will drop power and energy ammo for you to pick up and will be very handy for you to pick up during the rotation phases of the Callus DPS phase. Now, killing these scions if you have adds in the throne room is not practical because they end up spawning more and more high powered enemies for the throne room guys to deal with, but as there's no adds, taking out these scions is not a problem this time round and helps you with more ammo in the long run. My second tip is to use an exotic armor piece that assists with your ability recharge rate. All the Warlock helmets are good for this, the Titan Hallowfire Heart chest piece if you're running Sunbreaker, and the Hunter Orpheus rig to an extent with the Shadow Shot when using the Night Stalker subclass. I would also recommend saving your grenades for Callus. I mean, it speaks for itself as these add DPS to him during the rotation phase. I would also recommend using a powerful DPS super such as either the Nova Bomb, the Golden Gun or the Hammers, because if you have no ammo, this will be your last gasp at the very end of the run. But I do recommend also using it very early in the run on the first rotation of the DPS phase, as it should fully recharge by the time it comes to beating Callus when you're going to need your super to take out his final overshield. Also, remember that ammo spawns in the void on killing the scions, and also as the throne room people take out their respective scions inside too, so make the most of taking out these scions and pick up the ammo that they drop. All being well, you should get through Callus using this cheese method easily, but if you're struggling, a good strategy coupled with these tips to deal with the lack of ammo should help you no ends. I mean, we recently ran into this problem as 2 players had 0 ammo for the final phase of Callus, and if it wasn't for the supers of a few Guardians and the grenades, we would have wiped and had to do it all over again. So take advantage of this cheese method before Bungie inevitably patch it in the next couple of days, and they definitely will before the Prestige Raid is released next week. So get in there, get it done, and get some of that sweet raid armor for your Guardian. Now, let me know how you've coped with the cheese method in the comment section below. Please like and subscribe for more future Destiny 2 content. Find me on Twitch and also follow me on Twitter. Thanks for watching. Cheers.